This league has got to figure out a way to honor Angel Reese in all this. That's right. Complex has put out their 10 most influential women in sports. And Angel Reese is not going to like this because she got beaten by Caitlin Clark for number 1.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right, so she was shooting the shit out of it. And
she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.
The unrivaled league just got badly exposed for doing exactly what we all suspected, propping up Angel Reese while ignoring better players. This so-called recognition isn't about skill, stats, or actual performance. It's peak BS at its finest.
Derica Hamby? She got robbed here. Let's just be honest.
Somehow, the league bent over backward to make sure Reese landed a spot on the second team, while far more deserving players like Derica Hamby were completely robbed. And the worst part? It's all a publicity stunt.
Reese above Hamby. Hamby was robbed for DEI. 29-2 isn't second team?
This isn't about competition anymore. It's about clout chasing and forced narratives. While Caitlin Clark is out here breaking records, elevating the WNBA, and proving her dominance, Angel Reese is being handed awards she hasn't earned. And fans are calling it out.
Most influential female athletes right now. Caitlin Clark, she ran away with number 1.
So today, we're diving deep into how the unrivaled league got caught red-handed, why Reese isn't the star they claim she is, and how this media-driven favoritism is backfiring spectacularly. Buckle up. This one's going to be explosive.
Congratulations to the second team all unrivaled. You've got Skylar Diggins-Smith, Rain Howard, and of course, Angel Reese right there. You couldn't figure out a way to put a picture of her missing layups into this. Angel Reese actually answered this. Thank you for trusting and believing in me. Well, wait a minute now. Everybody told me it was like Caitlin Clark and then Angel Reese. How come she's all the way down in the second team? Shouldn't she be on the first team?
The unrivaled league's decision to put Angel Reese on the second team is raising serious eyebrows, and for good reason. Let's be honest, this wasn't about rewarding performance. This was about keeping Angel Reese relevant no matter what. The league had to find a way to include her, even if that meant bending reality and snubbing far more deserving players.
We have to sit through the fake importance of double-doubles all over again? Question mark? Oh, nobody gets hollow double-doubles like your girl, Angel Reese.
First, let's talk about Derica Hamby, who was outright robbed of a spot she actually earned. Hamby put up 20 points and 10 rebounds per game, which outshines Reese's numbers by a mile. Yet instead of giving credit where it's due, the league sacrificed merit for media attention.
Oh, 19.9, 9.8. So basically 20 and 10. And Hamby looks robbed.
And speaking of overhyped stats, let's break down Angel Reese's so-called dominance. Everyone keeps throwing around her double-doubles like they mean something. But here's the truth. Most of her rebounds come from her own missed shots. She's padding her numbers, not leading her team to actual success. Fans have called it hollow double-doubles because they don't translate into game-changing performances. And when you add in the fact that she led the league in personal fouls per game, it's clear that her defensive discipline is a complete mess.
Second team? I was told she was elite. I was called a racist because she's not that good. How is she not made up the league MVP?
But here's the kicker. If Angel Reese is as elite as the media claims, then why wasn't she named to the first team? Think about it. If she's truly one of the best players in this league, shouldn't she be leading the pack instead of getting squeezed into the second team? That alone exposes how forced this whole narrative is. The unrivaled league wanted Reese on the list, but even they couldn't justify putting her at the top.
There are 16 players with a higher point per average than Reese. She led the league in rebounds per game and personal fouls per game. Her points numbers won't translate to the W very well because free throws only count for 1 point.
That should tell you everything you need to know. At the end of the day, this is not about basketball, it's about marketing. Angel Reese wasn't placed on the second team because she deserved it. She was placed there because the league needed attention. And the backlash from fans? It's proving that people are seeing right through the act.
12 rebounds per game, how many of which were her own missed putbacks?
Let's be real. Angel Reese didn't make the second team because of her skills. She made it because the unrivaled league needed a headline. This was never about basketball. It was about boosting views, sparking controversy, and forcing Reese into conversations where she doesn't belong. And guess what? Fans aren't buying it.
Y'all be throwing Angel Reese in there for clout purposes. If you actually watch her play, she's horrible, brah. Y'all doing too much with this black versus white BS.
From the moment the list dropped, people called out how Reese was handed this spot to manufacture hype. Not because she actually earned it. Look at the players who were snubbed. Diarika Hamby, who was clearly superior in both points and efficiency, was left off entirely. Meanwhile, Reese, who led the league in personal fouls and relied on putbacks from her own misses, was celebrated as one of the top players. Make it make sense. But this is just part of a bigger pattern. The WNBA and its affiliates keep forcing Angel Reese down everyone's throats, even when the numbers don't back it up. And this unrivaled league selection, it's just the latest desperate attempt to keep her in the spotlight. Look at how Breanna Stewart, one of the league's best players, played through a bad knee injury just to compete in this so-called league. Was she recognized the same way? Because unlike Reese, Stewie didn't need the media machine to prop her up. Meanwhile, Sabrina Ionescu quit early, knowing this league wasn't even worth her time. That alone speaks volumes. And here's the real truth. The unrivaled league knows exactly what they're doing. By forcing Angel Reese onto this list, they're guaranteeing media coverage, online debates, and social media engagement. They saw how much drama surrounds her and they used her name for clicks.
There's no way that Angel Reese is a bigger star than Simone Biles. I don't believe there's a world where Angel Reese should be ahead of Simone Biles either. People are acting like she's a Bird and Magic, Charles, one of them. I mean, no.
At the end of the day, this wasn't about honoring the best players. It was about generating headlines. And the fact that fans are calling out the BS immediately, it proves that the league's clout-chasing move is backfiring in real time. If the unrivaled league thought pushing Angel Reese onto the second team would cement her as a top player, they failed miserably. Because the reality is, Caitlin Clark continues to overshadow her in every possible way. No matter how hard the media tries to push Reese as a superstar, Clark's dominance, impact, and actual influence make her the real face of women's basketball. And the numbers prove it. Just look at what happened when Complex released its list of the top 10 most influential women in sports. Angel Reese fans must have been furious when they saw that Caitlin Clark ranked number 1, beating out not only Reese but also Simone Biles. And let's be honest, that ranking was spot on.
That association, they gave us a gym that I paid for. Not entirely, but they took money out of my check and I paid for it, bro.
You better get the fucking full usage of that.
Man, I got hot tub, cold tub, weight room, full court basketball, Ron. I walk in today, I'm on one side working out, Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, 2 fucking legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
You know I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
She's a great shooter.
And she's one of those workout people, got to think, anytime I hit the court, I got to hit that bike. I'm older now, so I got to get on that bike and stroll for a couple 5, 6, 7 minutes. So while I'm strolling through the park, I'm looking at her shoot it. And she's one of those shooters where if you know as a gym rat, you guys know, like, damn, bro, why you throw that pass bad? Give me the ball in my chest. I'm like, oh, she's a gangster also.
She's lighting people up.
Throw me the ball the way I want it.
What drill was it? What drill was she running?
I don't know. She was doing a 2 in a row corner wing. And if you miss, you have to go back to the next spot. And if you missed again, you have to go back to the starting spot. She had a nice drill. I'm literally still in it.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was shooting the shit out of it.
And she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed.
Clark has completely redefined women's basketball, bringing in record-breaking viewership, ticket sales, and jersey sales. Meanwhile, what is Reese best known for? A McDonald's meal and a Vogue cover. One player is changing the game and the other is getting by on media hype. Let's talk hard facts. Caitlin Clark's presence alone boosted WNBA attendance by 105%. That means when she plays, arenas are packed at double the usual rate. And it's not just home games, even road games featuring Clark's Indiana Fever saw an 87% increase in attendance. The league knows it, The fans know it, and even the WNBA's biggest stars know it. Clark is the reason more people are watching women's basketball.
Most influential female athletes right now: Coco Gauff, 10, Juju Watkins, number 9, Cameron Brent, 8, Paige Beckers, number 7, Sabrina Ionescu, number 6, Asia Wilson. So Asia's not going to be happy either. Sha'Carri Richardson was number 4, Simone Biles, number 3, right here. I can't quite get past the fact that Simone Biles is behind Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark, she ran away with number 1. I don't think that should surprise us. She came away with number 1.
Meanwhile, what's Angel Reese doing? Relying on controversy, race narratives, and forced recognition to stay in the spotlight. She's not dominating the game like Clark. Instead, she's being handed awards she hasn't earned. That's why the backlash against her unrivaled league selection has been so intense. People are tired of the fake hype. But here's where it gets even worse for Reese. Patrick Beverley just exposed how much harder Caitlin Clark works behind the scenes. He talked about seeing Clark in an NBA gym, grinding through intense shooting drills, demanding perfect passes, and refusing to settle for mediocrity. That's the mindset of a real superstar, and it's a stark contrast to Reese, who seems more focused on media attention than actual improvement. And let's not forget the biggest reality check of them all. Clark's rookie season in the WNBA is already proving that she's built for this. She's breaking records, leading her team, and proving why she's the true face of the league. Meanwhile, Reese's numbers tell a completely different story. She led the league in personal fouls, relied heavily on free throws, and struggled with efficiency. Yet somehow she's still being shoved into top player discussions. The bias is clear and fans are calling it out.
Caitlin Clark is redefining the entire landscape of women's sports. Her dominance on the court has shattered outdated narratives about women's sports, proving that women's basketball can be just as marketable and widely watched as men's. But the Caitlin Clark effect goes far beyond her performance. It's reshaping the entire sports landscape. Her presence alone boosts the WNBA attendance by 105% compared to games without her, while road games featuring her Indiana Fever see an 87% increase in opponent home attendance. Her rookie debut sparked a staggering 200% jump in WNBA viewership, while Fever home games drew a league-high 186,000 fans last season, a 265% increase from 2023.
At the end of the day, the difference between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is simple. One is a generational talent changing the sport, and the other is a media creation being forced into the conversation. The unrivaled league's attempt to push Reese into the spotlight backfired spectacularly, because instead of making her look like a top player, it just exposed how desperate they are to keep her relevant. At this point, the unrivaled league's agenda is crystal clear. They didn't put Angel Reese on the second team because she earned it. They did it to generate headlines and force her into the spotlight. But here's the problem. Fans aren't falling for it. People are calling out the blatant favoritism, the media-driven hype, and the way more deserving players were snubbed just to keep Reese relevant. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark continues to dominate the conversation. Not because the media is forcing her, but because her performance speaks for itself. Clark is breaking records, bringing in historic viewership numbers, and proving why she's the true face of women's basketball. No PR stunt can change that. So now the real question is, how long can the league keep up this charade? Because the more they push Angel Reese as a top player, the more obvious it becomes that she's just not on the same level as the true stars of the game. And if the backlash from this latest stunt is anything to go by, it won't be long before the unrivaled league and the media are forced to admit the truth. That's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Was this just another clout-chasing move by the league? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss when we expose more of the BS happening in sports.